Greetings to my visitors. I started this YouTube channel in September 2019 with two projects in mind. On the one hand, I wanted to share my experiences about my then new Micro Four Thirds Lumix cameras, the G80 and the G9. And since there was plenty of stuff on these Panasonic machines in English, I decided to foster dialogue on photography and photo technology in Hungarian with my fellow Hungarian photographers. On the other hand, since for 43 years now I have been teaching cultural and literary history at various universities in English and have produced a number of educational videos over the years, I also plan to publish these on the cultural historical series of my channel. The projects have started. I actually uploaded several videos by 2020 when everything changed. COVID, the pandemic came, and our life utterly had to take a new course. In my own life, one of the greatest changes was to go online. For a year now, I have practically managed all my teaching and communication via Zoom, an excellent platform. On the other hand, I also realized how important it is to go out into the fresh air, and I went on regular walks basically daily, much more than I had done before the virus. My favorite nature and wildlife YouTubers like Thomas Heaton or Mats Iversen kept on talking about the new experiences of discovering their own environment in small circles around their hometown because of the lockdown. I did the same. I have also made and uploaded some such videos showing the natural beauties around my town, Szeged, Hungary. Considering the appalling circumstances and consequences of the pandemic and the periods of lockdown, I often think of those millions around the globe who have lost their jobs in restaurants and clubs, in the traffic and tourist industries, in the festival and international relations business. The situation is the same in Hungary. Since I'm proud of the wonderful sights and attractions of Hungary, I've decided to start a new series of my channel in English called Beautiful Hungary, presenting natural beauties as well as historical monuments which can attract tourists and visitors to our country when the virus goes away and travel is revived. Please watch these presentations with this in mind, and if you like what you see, consider to visit us, our country, when life gets back to normal. And, of course, feel invited to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Oföldeák is a smallish village on the Great Hungarian Plains between the rivers Maros and Tisza, 30 kilometers from Szeged. The number of inhabitants is 480. The late Gothic fortified church is an important historical monument, a unique specimen of its kind on the Great Hungarian Plains. 30 minutes drive from Szeged, it is worth the detour. The village goes back to 1035, when the first Hungarian bishop, Saint Gerard, sent one of his associates to found monasteries and churches in the region. The present name of the village is known from a document dated 1332. The earliest layer of the present building dates from the 15th century. It was built in Gothic style and was fortified by a wall and a moat. These, with a wooden bridge, have been reconstructed. A flood of the river Tisza destroyed the village in 1845. After that, the church was used as a barn. But by 1874, the villagers returned and rebuilt the church too. A local landowner restored the original style in the 1920s. In the 1980s and 90s, further archaeological work was carried out, and the recent renovation finished just last year brings the building back to its original splendor. As you can see on my pictures taken in January 2021, the plot is beautifully landscaped with the moat, the bridge and picturesque trees. Nearby, one can see the as yet desolate former country house of the mentioned landowner. The settlement itself is not particularly attractive, but in the setting sun, the main street shows a typical Hungarian village-scape. On the neighboring field, one can see even grazing deers. The sunset over the church is a moving romantic sight.